When I created my first Angular application, I was shocked at how many files were downloaded. Even the simplest Angular application makes 393 requests to the server. No big deal when you're running locally, but trying to load that many files without bundling could cost you your client. In order to fully appreciate the techniques used in the Angular.net Starter app, I'll do a quick demonstration. First, we will be in debug mode, where you will be able to develop and see your changes quickly. And second, the release mode, after you have prepared the application for deployment. Let's restart the application and look at the Network tab to see all the files downloaded to run the Angular.net Starter app. Now, let's open the Developer Tools by clicking on F12. Notice all the files. Also, notice the HTML and CSS files associated with its component. These will go away in a minute. I am binding the bundling process to a GET hook, which I'll explain later in this course. But for now, I will tell you all the things that we will accomplish during the bundling process. First, we will separate the framework from the application and create two different bundles. We concatenate, minify, and squash the HTML and CSS. Then we enable the production mode. And finally, we create an application manifest for performing offline. These are all the things necessary to create a release build. When I did a commit to the Git repository, I automatically created the release build. And by simply changing to the release mode, we will run the release build for our application. Let's change to the release mode and start again, only this time using the release build. Then let's start up the application to see if there's a difference. I have set up my development environment so that Developer Tools opens whenever I start Google Chrome from within Visual Studio. This way I can see the Network tab immediately at Application Startup. I'll show you how to do that later in this course. We greatly reduced the number of requests made to the server. Also, notice that there are no HTML or CSS files that were associated with the components. These files are now compressed into the components, which are now bundled. And one last thing, we won't see the warning that says that we should enable production mode. You see this warning in debug because we haven't made a call to enable prod mode. Do you want to know how I used a different build in debug mode than I used in release mode? Well, then stay tuned because I'm about to show you.